Hello friends, this is our one more tutorial in CodeIgniter. In this tutorial we will discussing on how can we check email is available for registration or not by using Ajax with jQuery and CodeIgniter framework. In most of the website registration we have used email for identify for login into system, then at that time we want to check particular email is already registered into our system or not. So it is very important task to check email is already registered or not at the time of registration. This is our testing database, and in this database we have one register table with 3 columns like ID, email and password. In this table we have already inserted some data. Now we want to check new user register email is present in this table. If yes, then we want to send message like email not available. In CodeIgniter previous video tutorial we have already make database connection and we have already set base URL. In previous video we have this link as base URL. Now first we want to load view page, so first we want to go to controller and we already have one main controller. So in main controller we have defined one function with name email availability. This function will load register page for check email available or not. Under this first we have write $data title variable is equal to CodeIgniter tutorial, check email availability using Ajax. We will display this title on view page. Then after we have write $this with loader class object load with view method. Under this message we have write email availability which is page name which you want to load in $data variable. We have passed this value of this variable to this page when it was load. Now we have go to view folder and open email availability page, and on this page first we have write echo statement with $title variable. It will print CodeIgniter tutorial, check email availability using Ajax this text on this page. On this page we have used JavaScript library jQuery functionality and Bootstrap framework functionality on this page. Then after we have defined one text box for entering email, so we have write input type is equal to text with attribute name is equal to email, it is equal to email and class is equal to form control. Below this text box we have create one span tag with attribute it is equal to email result. In this tag we will display message for email is available or not. After this we want to define text for entering password, so we have write input type is equal to text with attribute name is equal to password, it is equal to password and class is equal to form control. So our simple form is ready. Now we have moved to write jQuery code. We want to check email available or not. If we have enter email field and go to next field, so we want to write jQuery code change event. So here we have write $selector email which is it of email text box with change event. When we have enter email and go to next field, then this code will execute. Under this we have write variable email is equal to $email.value method. This method will store value of email text box into this email variable. Then after we have write if statement with condition like email variable not equal to blank, this condition will check if email variable has some value, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write $Ajax request, and in this request first we have write URL set to base URL function with main controller / check email availability function. Here we have send request to this URL. In second option we have set method to post. Here we have used post method to send request. In third option we have write data email. Here we have send email data to server. Lastly we have write success callback function. If request sent successfully, then after this function will be called and this function will receive data from server. Here we will receive message regarding email available or not. So we want to display that data into span tagged with an email result. So we have write $hashtag with email result with HTML method, and under this method we have write data which we have received from server, and it will display under this span tag. Now our query code is ready with AJAX request, so we have moved to main controller, and here we have defined one function, check email availability. This function will check email is available or not. Under this function first we have write if statement with not operator with filter var function with 2 argument. In first argument we have write $post email variable, and in second argument we have write filter validate email. This function will check email address is well formed or not. If email is not proper, then it will execute if block of code. And under this block we have write echo statement with text like invalid email. If email is not proper, then we will receive this message on web page. But suppose email address is proper, then it will execute else block of code, and under this block first we want to load main model which we have already created under model. So we have write $this with loader class object load with model method with model name main model. This will load main model under this block. Now first we want to go main mode, and on this main model we have create one function with name like is email available with $1 email argument. This function will check email is available or not in database. Under this function we have write $this with database class object db with where method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write email, and in second argument we have write $email variable which we have get from this function argument. Then after we have write $query variable is equal to $this with database class object db with get method, and under this method we have write table name which is register. This code will product this type of select query. Now we have write if statement with $query variable with numRows function greater than 0. Here numRows function return number of rows from query, and this condition will check number of rows is greater than 0 or not. If number of rows greater than 0, that means email is already registered in database, and it will execute if block code, and under this block we have write return true statement. But suppose number of rows is equal to 0, that means email is available, and it will execute else block of code, and under this block we have write return false statement. Now we have again moved to main controller, and here we have write if statement with condition like $this main model with this email available function with 1 argument $post email variable. If this function return true, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block we have write echo statement with text message like email already register. But suppose this function will return false, then it will execute else block of code, and under this block we have write echo statement with text message like email available, and this message we can see on web page without page refresh. So our code is ready for check email is available for register or not in CodeIgniter framework by using AJAX. Friends, for see the email availability page, in browser we want to write localhost/tutorial/codeigniter/ this our base URL, and then after we have write main controller/email availability function. So you can see simple form on web page with 2 fields like email and password. In our database there is 1 email like info@webs lesson already register. So here we have write info@webs lesson and go to enter password. When we have go to password field we have received message like email already register. So whenever email already inserted into register table, then it will send this type of message like email already register. But when we have changed email address from info@webs lesson to service@webs lesson, then it display message like email available. So in this video we have seen how can we validate email already registered or not in CodeIgniter application by using Ajax with jQuery. Here we have simple load register page from controller, and then after on that view page we have write jQuery code on text box change event. So when we have enter email and go to password field, then jQuery code execute, and in that code we have make Ajax request, and by using we have send request to controller, and in controller first we have check email is proper or not. If email is proper then it again check email is available in database or not, so it go to model and then it will check email register or not and send result to controller, and controller send result to view page. So this way whole cycle of CodeIgniter framework will run for checking email register or not by using Ajax with jQuery. If you like this video, please share this video with your friends, or even you can also share this video on social media also. Friends, if you want to get more update of my video tutorial, so you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Friends, you can also like my Facebook page, or you can also follow WebsListen on Twitter.